What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about two stocks that have been on my watch list that I am buying today. So it's an interesting time. We're going to be recapping the markets. These are your market minutes. We're taking a look at gold and silver. We're taking a look at the indexes as it's kind of a bumpy day, but overall not too bad of a day, but we will be going in depth on those two companies, just highlighting them. We have talked about them before, so watch the whole video to find out, and let's get straight into it, guys. Last but not least, if you do support me, the channel, and all the videos, and of course, don't forget to kindly explode that like button. It means the world to me. It just takes 1 second of your time, along with if you are a new viewer to the channel, you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate constant, steady updates in the markets, a steady flow of new and exciting companies, or you want to learn a little bit more about investing, then don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. Now let's get straight into this video, guys, and I wanted to say thank you. We finally hit 29,000 subscribers, and it took us a little while, but we're there, and I gotta say thank you so much, guys. So let's get into comment of the day, and the first comment goes to Fred. So I think copper is going up. Have a good look at IVN Ivanhoe. They're in rough place in South Africa and then DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, the rough half, but they have cleverly half of the ownership of the mines. They own a Japanese conglomerate and a state-owned Chinese miner that they had a long relationship with. Of course, they had to give a piece of their companies to their respective country where the mine was located. The copper mine is 40% the size of the massive mine in Chile, which made China a wealthy country, but at a higher grade. So I love comments like this, guys. In-depth comments. I read all the comments, and I want to thank you guys for all of the comments. So drop those comments below. Let me know what you think about the two stocks that I am buying today. And let me know, what you guys have been doing. Have you been doing any buying, especially at these levels with the markets, not too far off of all-time highs? Have you been buying? Are you waiting it out? Do you have, some cash on the side? Let me know what's going on, guys. Next comment goes to Lee. EMX is going to kill it, IMO. They have royalties on a crazy amount of minerals and metals. So I'll have to take a look at that. Ed Hedges, wow, I can actually hear you now. Great. So I fixed the mic position. I don't know. Jack Hall, let me find out Doc is listening to a boy band. We don't know what goes on in Doc's room, but I'm just kidding. Who knows what he's listening to? Maybe it's country music. Not that I got anything against country music, guys. Don't want to offend anyone. It's 2020. Hit the art. Great job. Are you ever going to cover rare earths? If so, what are your favorite U.S. mines producers? Thanks. And that's a great question. And I will get more into different commodity miners. Divinius, 5 minutes in, I'm going to guess copper, and you're correct, sir. So I'm going to give you a quick little like there. RWS Gara 1, uranium, potash, and nickel. So 3 very interesting commodities, and I do think that those will do well a little bit later on in the economic cycle. William Bryan, another hot and sticky day here in the Florida Panhandle. Send some of that cool, cloudy weather down this way, and send some of that hot, sticky weather up this way, because it is starting to get a little bit cold here in Canada. So last 2 comments. Solo Newbie, do like your videos. You keep bobbing your head around. I get dizzy trying to keep up with you. I could stop watching this after reading this comment. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Congrats on 29K. So anyways, guys, I'll try to keep my head in the upright position. So the next thing I wanted to say was we did drop a video today. It's a quick little update on Eclipse Gold, just like an update slash reiteration of a lot of the things that we've talked about, and we will have more interviews with their CEO as their phase 2 drill program unfolds. So it's a really exciting time for Eclipse Gold. They are a unique gold mining company in Nevada. I also wanted to say that in terms of Xtra Gold released some pretty fantastic results. That is one company that we've been working with, and we will be providing you guys with an update from James. Doing the interview on Monday, should be out shortly after that, and things are looking pretty good for that stock. Not to mention, it's performed very strongly. So thumbs up for that one. Next thing we're talking about are the markets, and we're actually seeing the markets sell off a little bit. The NASDAQ is now in the red, down 0.26%, with the Dow leading the way down 0.68%. So I feel like I should refresh this, because that was just an hour ago. So 36 minutes ago, Wall Street turns negative as Apple drops the Dow down 34 points. Whoop-de-doo. So US stock markets turn negative at midday after opening strongly on Thursday, shrugging another set of weekly jobless claims numbers that suggested the labor market recovery is stalling. So we are seeing gold and silver tick a little bit higher here, guys. And let's take a look and see what is going on for the NASDAQ. NASDAQ's down just 20 points. So not too much going on there. S&P down 0.5%, down 16 points. So over the last week, I mean, the indexes aren't looking as strong as they did before this whole tech shakeup. And I do expect a little bit more volatility. The one other index that I did want to take a look at was the VIX. And surprisingly, with the markets dropping, the VIX is not really gaining much today. I mean, we have seen a pretty big uptick in the VIX, especially when tech started to sell off. But once again, we've pulled back quite substantially below 30. And let's quickly take a look at the dollar right before we dive into gold and silver and those two stocks that I'm buying. So once again, whenever I say I'm buying stocks, this is never financial advice, and I will never, ever tell you guys to buy or sell a stock. So always keep that in mind. This is just strictly, my opinion, what I'm doing. Make your own financial decisions. US dollar is down 0.1%. Still holding on to 93 though, and despite that, we are seeing a little bit of weakness in the US dollar. So gold is in fact up $7 an ounce, and silver is up 11 cents per ounce. So silver holding on to $27 per ounce, which is pretty awesome. Well above that $26.50, and gold even stronger now by the looks of it, catching a little bit more of a safe haven bid over the last couple days, well above 1900 and 1920. So things are looking pretty good for gold and silver. So, I just had a couple random headlines. This one headline: why Americans love cheese. So the U.S. dairy industry has had its trials over the last few years, but sales in one category have been exploding for a decade and have more room to run. The average American ate just over 14 pounds of cheese in 1975, according to the U.S. Department of Agriculture. That swelled to about 38 pounds by 2018, guys. So who's bullish on cheese? I mean, the stats say it right there. 38 pounds of cheese per year. So that's your fun fact of the day. Now let's get into gold and silver stocks. And I had a couple articles from Kitco. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just want to talk headlines. Gold versus stocks. Which will end the year higher? Ultimate debate with Alex Mashinsky and David Bars. Mashinsky's more bullish on gold as well as cryptocurrencies. He views gold and Bitcoin as the ultimate insurance asset against an economic Armageddon, especially during a time when the Federal Reserve has injected historical levels of monetary stimulus. He dislikes fixed income products during this period of low rates. So there's one opinion on gold, and I do think it's a great insurance policy. Gold prices push higher, so let's see what is actually pushing the gold prices higher other than minor weakness in the US dollar. ECB's Lagarde avoids talking about the euro and new stimulus measures. A weaker US dollar following optimistic comments from the European Central Bank is helping push gold prices higher Thursday. Gold prices are trading near session highs as US dollar falls sharply from a one-month high after the ECB President Christine Lagarde refrained from making any comments on the euro's recent rally against the US dollar. So dollar weakness, like I said, gold, silver see modest price gains amid weaker greenback. So that is in fact what's pushing it. So anyways, guys, those are your updates for the day. We kept it short and sweet, and we're getting straight into those two stocks. And the first stock I want to talk about, and I got to say, I'm so happy to finally be adding this, or at least more, to my portfolio. I did a tiny bit of buying when this stock was in the, still bought it in below $60 per share. I believe the last time I picked it up was like 56, 57. Finally did a little bit more buying today. Noticed it was down $1 per share, or 2.14%. And that company is Brookfield Infrastructure Partners. So you guys know I'm a big bull in the utility sector. It's a slow, safe, boring, some could say, sector, but I highly favor it in this environment. Stable earnings, nice dividend yield, and I just think that low interest rates create a favorable environment for utility companies if you're looking just, to collect some long-term passive income in the form of dividends. But anyways, you guys know I'm a big fan of the Brookfield name. And let's just quickly sum this up. What is Brookfield Infrastructure Partners all about? So it's a huge company. Brookfield Infrastructure Partners is one of the largest owners and operators of critical and diverse global infrastructure networks, which facilitate the movement and storage of energy, water, freight, passengers, and data. The company's objective is to generate a long-term return of 12 to 15% on equity and provide a sustainable distribution to unit holders, targeting annual distribution growth of 5 to 9%. So If you look at BIP on the American side, because it is traded on the NYSE, so all my Robinhood investors, pretty much all my American investors with a brokerage account, you can buy this dividend stock if you in fact choose. And I gotta say, sorry guys, I'm wrong. It actually has a $19.24 billion market cap. The Canadian side, there's a ton of different types of shares. If you just simply search up BIP, as you can see, there's BIP_U, BIP_PA. So market cap wise, almost $20 billion and just over a 4% dividend yield. So a huge company paying an awesome yield, and we're going to take a look and see what they do. This is a corporate profile as of August 2020. So once again, I just want to highlight the diversity. This is why I really like the company. Brookfield Infrastructure owns high quality, long life assets that provide essential products and services for the global economy. 29% North America, 22% Europe, 27% South America, 22% Asian Pacific. So let's talk about the utility business first. 6.6 million electricity and gas connections, 2,000 kilometers of electricity transmission lines, 3,300 kilometers of greenfield electricity transmission lines under development, 2,700 kilometers of regulated natural gas pipelines, and 1.4 million smart meters installed. So 32,300 kilometers of rail operations, 4,000 kilometers of toll roads, 13 ports. So that's their infrastructure aspect. Energy, 16,500 kilometers of transmission pipelines, 19 natural gas processing plants, 3,550 kilometers of raw gas gathering pipelines, 1.6 million residential infrastructure customers. And then this is another cool thing, and I didn't know this about the company until I dove into their investor presentation, but they also have data infrastructure, 9,100 multi-purpose towers and active rooftop sites, 20,000 kilometers of fiber backbone, 52 data centers, and 1,600 cell sites. And as we can see here, they have that data infrastructure all across the globe. When it comes to transportation, they've got it all across the globe. Energy-wise, they have energy infrastructure in Asia Pacific and in North America. When it comes to their utility business, it is once again all across the world. So, and then last but not least, solid track record of annual per unit distribution growth with 11% compound annual growth rate. That is their dividend. So I love, history of steadily paying their dividend and increasing it, which is very important when you're, investing long-term into a company and you want to see some nice dividend growth. So last but not least, key highlights. It's an attractive sector, proven management team and strategy, high quality assets, sustainable cash flow, and a strong financial position. So this company checks the majority of the boxes for me. And then if we simply just take a look at the charts here, if we look at the 6 month or let's go for the 1 year chart. It's a lot better. At $45 per share, I mean, we're still well off of those 52-week highs at $56 per share. So if the market starts to roll over, money starts to, come out of tech or at least not go back into tech, investors are going to have to park it somewhere with, real rates technically being negative. I can't think of a better place than to put it into these solid long-term utility companies that pay a nice yield. So I think they will play catch up, especially if the market starts to get turbulent. Investors are going to want assets that in a sense are a little bit more defensive. So once again, I'm bullish on the utility sector. I always have been, but I'm a little bit more bullish now than ever. And it's really nice to see a company that hasn't fully recovered yet. So gotta say, guys, I like Brookfield right now. Next company we're taking a look at is Fosterville South, and this is one stock that I know a lot about. I've covered it since the IPO. We've interviewed Brian multiple times. I actually just sent him a message today, and I said a lot of our subscribers right now are asking about the company. Can you give us any ideas, what's going on with the recent price action? We have noticed a substantial drop from after the stock did hit highs of $5.34. So at $3, yet again, I am going to dabble in the stock. I'm not going to take a huge position, but I do want to add a little bit to this. They are going into, their drill phase. They're going to have more results, hoping, fingers crossed, they're going to put out some good results. But whenever a stock runs like it did from under $1 to over $5, we can expect volatility. We can expect pullbacks. And once again, just trying that incremental buying approach with a long-term mindset, fingers crossed. So Let's quickly take a look at Fosterville's website. So the world's best address for high-grade gold. You can see all the videos on our channel, by the way, the interviews with Brian. The Fosterville gold mine, owned by Kirkland Lake Gold, is the world's highest grade and lowest cost gold mine. The AISC at Fosterville was $315 US per ounce in 2019. The mine has operated with a 34.3 gram per ton gold head grade over the past 12 months. Fosterville South Exploration has 3 high-grade gold projects in the Fosterville area, including a large land package with historical high-grade production immediately south and adjoining Kirkland Lake Gold's Fosterville tenements. If you know much about their story, their guy on the ground, Rex, he's known the area for his whole life. He grew up there, and he's the guy pretty much running the show in Fosterville. So take a look at management. Brian, also a fantastic guy, but I like management, I like the story, and I like the area that they're in. A very safe mining jurisdiction with results on the way. So if you're looking for an interesting gold mining stock, might want to put Fosterville on your radar. Take a look at it, do your own research and due diligence. Well, let's talk a little bit about Fosterville. So 2 large 100% owned high-grade gold projects and 1 large group of tenement applications in the heart of the world's most important high-grade mining district. Experienced management and award-winning technical team with a track record in this district and a history of wealth creation in this sector. Historical high-grade gold production adjoining and immediately south of the world-class Fosterville mine owned by Kirkland Lake Gold. Tight share structure and compelling valuation. So there's their 3 projects. Take a look at their projects, guys, and just simply do your research on the company and the area. I'm not going to talk too much more about this as I want to get into the charts and all that, but those are the 2 companies that I'm buying. So now when it comes to your MJ stocks, let's take a look and see what's going on MJ Street. So in terms of the MJ stocks, Ianthus, Organigram, and Afria gaining on the day. However, we are seeing Koyos Beverages, Sundial, and EGF Theramed, 3 biggest losers. What's ACB doing today, guys? ACB cannot catch a break. It is down yet again, another 0.78%. So on the Canadian side, down to $9.99. So we're below 10 now. We'll see if ACB can get it together and provide us with some decent results this quarter. Really hard to say. In terms of dividend stocks, we are seeing Extendicare, Sienna Senior Living, and National Bank in the green. I did want to mention, for anyone who made it this far, I did in fact pick up just a little bit of Extendicare and Sienna Senior Living, and I consolidated not the public account, but the private account. And Brookfield Infrastructure Partners, biggest loser on the day, followed by Emera and Canadian Utilities. So let's take a look at the gold and silver stocks now. In terms of gold and silver stocks, guys, we are seeing Fortuna hit 52-week highs. Fortuna almost hit the double digits today, and I was super happy about that. Lundin Gold and First Mining Gold, 3 biggest gainers. Fortuna is the only stock in the portfolio today that is putting fresh 52-week highs. Very happy to see that. Fosterville South is the biggest decliner, and we're going to figure out what the heck's going on with that one. Hopefully soon we can get Brian back on or something like that, but you guys will be the first to know. Rockwell Medical, Tesla, and MindMed, 3 biggest gainers on the day and 3 biggest losers. EGF Theramed, AEY, and Tencent. So in terms of our broader 2020 watch list, and then that will be it for the video. Pembina Pipeline, Brookfield Infrastructure, and Manulife, 3 biggest losers. Beyond Meat, Tesla, and Moderna, 3 biggest gainers on the day, guys. So that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have more awesome videos on the way. Tons of interviews, and it's pretty exciting right now, guys. So anyways, that's it for the video. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.